Hi everyone, it is Carlin here and I'm in front of my kiln. So we're opening my kiln today. It is a little baby kiln unload. It's a little bit warm, but work is still gonna go with it because I have to go to work. So yeah, we're gonna open this. I won't lie, I feel a little silly doing a kiln unload today. Where we live, our valley has been experiencing the most devastating floods I have ever seen, my parents have ever seen, my grandparents have ever seen. We're fortunate where we live that we're not flooding, but about 80% of our valley is flooded or has some sort of flooding. Farmland is destroyed, businesses are flooding, homes, hundreds of homes are flooding, and it's really bad. But at this time, there isn't a whole lot that we can do because we can't get to the homes that are flooding because so many roads are washed out that, yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get cheery again. If you hear my dog whining or crying, he is fine. I am making him sit outside because it is nice outside at the moment, and he's staring at me through the window, so you know that he's perfectly fine. He is barking because I'm not letting him in. I'm not giving him his way. So he's perfectly fine. When I was doing this firing, the power went out. It is not uncommon here. So I really have to pick and choose when I do my firings. But anyway, the power went out, and it went out when I had about 4 hours left, and it was out for about an hour. So when it did come back on, I just thought, well, let's just start her again and see what happens. So that's what I did. It ran for another 7.5 hours. But yeah. But I don't know what temperature it got to when the power failed, because I wasn't, like, we were in the house, but like I was doing other things. So yeah. Anyway, I did peek on the first shelf, and the first shelf seems to be okay. So, but all the runny stuff was on the bottom. So we shall see. Anyway, let's get to opening it. It's still a little warm, but I have to go to work. So I wanted to get this done before I went to work because we're busy in the afternoon. So. Okay. Well, this first shelf looks fine. Well, it looks perfectly fine. Yep, very hot. So I did another one of my coneflower mugs. I'm gonna have to make more of these because I just think they're absolutely beautiful. And I did it exactly the same way as the other one. So nori green, spectrum soft or stoneware white, tamponade, and then Spanish moss for the main color. And this fired beautifully. Then I have some cups. So just, yeah, some thumb cups. So this is Mako's Matte Pink with 2 coats of Honey Flux on the top and then 1 coat of River Birch on the top. And then this is Mako's Matte Pink, and I do minimum 4 coats on those, on mats, because I find if you don't do it, then they look really patchy. When you think you have enough on your matte glaze, put 1 more. Put 1 more. That's my best tip I can give you for that. Again, just the other to the set. Whew, these are very hot. Okay, so this one is Autumn Purple with Morning Glory on top, and then light flux all around the rim here. And it's a little bit, well, it's just flaws in the clay. But it is runny, so if you put this on a mug, it might look really pretty. But yeah, it's pretty on the inside. I think I did 2 of the same. These look like the same to me. Oh no, this is kimchi. I think this is kimchi with Morning Glory and then light flux on the rim. Or is it soft white? I didn't write this one down, but this one has the base of kimchi. Has the base of kimchi, and then at least I'm sure it's got either light flux or soft white on here. One of the two. This one is 1 coat pearl white, 1 coat sangria, and then 1 coat curry, and it creates a really pretty combo. Sorry, these are hot, so well, they're not too bad, but like look at that. It creates such a pretty combo, and it's beautiful on the inside. This one is 2 coats black walnut and then 2 coats sand and sea, and it makes such a pretty combo. It has a mirror finish. It is so smooth and so pretty every time I do it. So pretty. This one is bougainvillea. 2 coats bougainvillea, 2 coats fuzzy peach, and then a little bit of light flux on the rim. It's very pretty. Yeah, these all turned out fine. So here's hoping that all of these runny glazes.
I like this.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
And then you like the blue one and this one. I like those two the most.
Ooh, I don't like it. Somebody might, but I don't. I like the inside.
Me too. But can I see the inside? I do like it in this side.
Okay, so this is Mako's matte white. Then I did 1 coat of pearl white. 1 coat of bougainvillea all the way down. 1 coat of Morning Glory to about there. And then I also did light flux also all the way down. And the light flux just doesn't do it for me. I think I like the inside. The inside looks cool. And I should have left the inside like the outside. But it fired really nicely, even for being extra hot for all those hours. And my white's not patchy. Usually the white is the hardest. The white is the hardest to get not patchy. Just keep that in mind if you decide that you're using that. But yeah, I don't mind it. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be a lot, well, I want it to be a lot better, but it is what it is. Oh, these turned out great. Okay, so the extra heat did these quite well. So I've done these before. So these are like my abstract mugs where I use blue rutile, blue midnight, and fool's gold. And then you can just adjust it if you wanted to add a pink or you wanted to add a green to it. You totally can. And I did these a little bit on the lighter side, which I'm happy about now that it ran for so much longer. But look in here. Look how pretty is that? And they fired really great. There's no weird coloring or anything, because sometimes when you overfire, and they're not overfired, like you can tell they're not overfired, but sometimes when you have too much heat, you can tell like things just get weird. So these aren't too, these are good. Perfect. So I've got 2 of these. Oh, well, that's weird.
Oh.
Looks like I didn't put 2 coats on the inside. I mean, it's fine, but it just looks like I...
Can I see? Oh.
looks like I maybe missed a coat. Oh shoot. But this one's very pretty. Yeah, this one's really pretty on the outside, but it definitely looks like I missed a coat on the inside. Maybe this one will be for myself. Shoot. Because the outside of this one is beautiful. Oh well. Two more. Oh, I don't mind this one. So this one is the Mako's Pink Matte. And then I did 2 coats Bougainvillea, 2 coats Fuzzy Peach, and then I put a nice thick rim of light flux on the rim. And yeah, it looks really pretty. I'm not happy with how the light flux did what it did. I was hoping it would maybe pull all the way down, but I also like right in here. I like this difference right in here. So yeah, I don't know. I think this looks really pretty. The handle's really pretty. And then on the inside, yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I like that.
Thanks. And then this one, oh, I like this one. This one's weird.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I like the gold in the bottom.
So this is Amico's Goldenrod. I find that their satin mats are really pretty. Then what I did on this one is like this trinket dish is what I did on the top of this mug. So 1 coat of pearl white, and then I did sangria, and then I did curry, and it's beautiful. And I didn't use any light flux or anything like that. Yeah. Like, look at these. Look at this detail right in here. Look at that. I think this one is my absolute favorite from this whole unload. And on the inside. And all of these mugs, trinket dishes, everything, they're all done on Plainsman 340S. I had a comment last week about showing the bottom. So it's just a buff clay. And I enjoy using the buff clays. I find that they work best for me. I don't use any white clays. But yeah, so that's an empty kiln. Yeah, these turned out not too bad. The power went out obviously at the right time for me to restart it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to maybe do a refire on that one mug that has a missing layer of glaze. Or I might just keep that one for myself, we'll see. But yeah, I think these turned out great. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I know this is kind of a chaotic video, but I do have to go to work. But I wanted to get this done. But if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Which is your favorite piece? Do you guys do experiments like this? Because I do want to do more with these, like with this type, with the matte on the bottom, because I really am enjoying matte glazes. So if you guys have any combos that work really good with a matte glaze, let me know. Put them down in the comments, because I definitely want to try it out. My dog, my kid. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'll answer them best I can. Otherwise, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing, because it really does help me continue to make content for everybody. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.